Hey guys, I'm John, and this is All He Makes. Today we're gonna build a really big Mario.
This pixel art inspired 8-bit Mario is made from cheap big box store lumber and including paint and some glue. The entire project cost less than $15. It was super fun to make, so here's how you do it. I got two 8-foot sections of 2x2 furring strips and started by cutting them into approximate 2-foot sections for easier handling. These boards don't come very straight, but that doesn't actually matter since we're cutting them so short. Most of these boards also came pretty rough, so I'm just clamping my pieces together and giving them a quick sanding with 100 grit sandpaper to knock down the rough spots. They don't need to be very smooth, but a light sanding now will help down the line. I'm setting up a stop block on my miter saw just shy of half an inch from the blade. The stop block ensures easy, repeatable cuts. This small cutoff gives us 1 pixel for our pixel art Mario. Now all I need is 147 more. It's really important to let the blade stop spinning completely when cutting pieces this short with a stop block, because they can get caught pretty easily and you don't want one shooting back at you. Taking your time will also stop the cuts from splintering. Just keep cutting until you have about this many pixels. I'm just going to use red, blue, brown, and black paint to cover the pixels, so I use my reference to count up how many of each color pixel I need. In my case, I found it easiest to set up all the pieces in their final configuration before painting. Since I'm going to leave some of these plain, I'm sorting through and picking which ones have a grain pattern I don't mind painting over. With all the piles separated, now comes the task of painting them, which goes a lot faster when you have some help. These small bottles of acrylic paint were less than $1 each and are more than enough for this project. This ended up taking 39 red pixels, 32 blue, 9 black, and 24 brown. The rest were kept unpainted and unfinished. The product of cutting all of the pixels out this way is the exposed face of the wood is the end grain. The end grain will soak up a lot of paint without covering the texture of the wood, which in this case is a good thing. I want it to be obvious this is made of wood and for the rings to show, so having the end grain exposed is beneficial here. With all the pieces painted and dry, I lay them out in their end shape on a piece of 1/4-inch lauan so I can figure out how big the backer board needs to be without actually measuring anything. I also get a sneak peek of how it's going to look in the end, and so far I'm really happy with how it's turning out. With everything lined up, I can just trace Mario's outline onto the backer board. Since everything is loose, I'm holding each pixel in place while tracing. I don't really want the backer board to show, so using a jigsaw, I'm cutting it out about 1/4 of an inch inside the line. This doesn't need to be super precise, so as long as you don't cut too far inside the line, the backer won't show and all the pixels will still have a surface to attach to. Eventually the large piece gets too unwieldy, so I'm cutting the section with my backer board off from the rest like I should have done in the beginning. The jigsaw left some splintered edges, so I'm knocking those down with a sanding sponge. Now that it's time for final assembly, I've laid out all of the pieces in their final spots on the backer board. To attach them, I'm using both wood glue and super glue. The wood glue is stronger in the long term, but takes a while to dry. Super glue is just there to hold the pixel in place so I can move on without pieces sliding around. Eventually I do entire rows at a time and it goes much faster. Lastly, I'm just adding a sawtooth hanger so it can mount on the wall. And it's done!
And that's the project. I had a ton of fun making this, and it's really exciting to see how far you can take a couple of furring strips and a piece of lauan. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next project. You want gloves? I have like little vinyl gloves so you don't have to paint your hand.
Oh, okay.
Grab one. You want one or two?
I should probably have two because I don't trust myself.